forgot about the music. I got this. Yeah, it's sitting right here because I left it when I went out of town.
Is it plugged up?
Yeah. Yo, hey, hey, hey!
Center that.
You center it. Get down. Center that.
Your production skills.
Production is
trash.
What's up, even on here?
We'll wait for y'all to come through. What am I trying to do?
Can I get a bite or
Go
something?
ahead, eat.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? This is the Bowden Brothers Bourbon Broadcast on Disco. I'm somebody there now.
Who is that?
We're not making them wait.
Hey, you gotta wait.
I don't know who it is.
Who you
I'm
is?
not making them wait.
Who you come with, homie?
Like, subscribe, share. Right? Who all over there?
Who you come with?
Who all over
What's
there?
up, though? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being the first person.
Yo,
Oh,
first
Tommy!
one. Yeah,
What up, big brother?
Hey!
Hey, hey!
Hey!
This is another episode of the Bowden Brothers Bourbon Broadcast.
Melodiousness coming.
You
through.
sounded like an opera singer or something.
Hey,
what do they call them dudes?
the three tenors.
Man, you hit them notes.
Till the brothers came out and they said they'd be the other tenors, and then the pink was like, nah.
They was real bad, as in all things.
Nah.
But check. Maybe we should bust this light on real quick.
I thought you had it on.
I did, but it ain't a lot of juice left, so I didn't want to run it. Yeah, that's better. All right.
So
praying to.
Yeah,
That's about it.
So Damani's back from Tanzania. Tell him about your trip.
Back and better than ever. It was my 50th birthday celebration. I did it in Tanzania.
Oh,
Nigga, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Look, y'all, I'm fairly embarrassed. I didn't make it to the top. Altitude sickness.
I'd have never told nobody.
Kicked me square in my ass. Nah, man, I can't let you get up there.
My
you gotta
phone deleted
respect
my
it.
picture.
Right. I was almost there, but I was just, look, I said, man, we was about to make the final push, the final like 8 hour, think about 7 hours, they said, right up this mug. And I'm like, look, if I try to go with the cramping, the headache, the extreme fatigue, and just inability to breathe in that thin air, I'm like, yo, I'm going to get about a third of the way and conk out, and they're going to have to come rescue me. And I don't want that because the rescue team costs $3,500. To walk back down on your own is free. So I said, I'm going to walk back down. They were like, no, we can got you if you, if worst come to worst. I'm like, no, brother, I'm not doing it. So I opted out. I was at about 5,000 meters or something like 4,700 meters, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And had another 1,500 to go. But the ascent was more, boy. I called it a day, y'all. I might even go back if Khari agreed he wanted to do it. But what up, Zoe?
Well, no.
What's good, brother? If somebody else wanted to do it, I might agree to go to do it with other people, but I don't think I'm gonna try again, y'all. I want to just to be able to say I did it, but
you gotta show you did. You gotta show you did.
Look, that was a hell of an experience. It took us we was walking for 4 days when I finally gave up. 4 days up a mountain.
How many hours a day?
About 8, 10 up in that range. Usually by hour 2, I was done. I was like, I don't know how I'll make it. My guy was like, come on, you got this. You got this.
Stop being a
I'm
bitch.
like, bro, this shit ain't no joke, Jack.
Yo, so he got back and
of course, when we go out of town, we try to bring something back from the local,
thank you.
Something locally bought. I was in Tanzania, and they said this is what they had. They didn't have any whiskey. They had a gin. At least they said it was a gin.
It says gin, but it don't say gin.
It don't say gin
on the bottle. This is a mystery clear liquid that we about to try on this show.
Ain't that what they call hooch?
That's hooch.
Pretty much.
White lightning.
I also got these cups. Did you wash these out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got these little shot glasses from Tanzania too.
With the Masai on it and all that. Yeah. Real slick.
I thought these were pretty cool.
So have we ever done a clear on the show?
We've done clear, we've done
we did the white dog.
White dog. I think we've done a vodka maybe, but we've never done a gin.
I don't think we did a vodka.
And I really don't want to do a gin.
I am not a fan of gin, so I dedicate this to my man Josh, who is my resident gin drinker, who turned me on to Uncle Val's. It's I think it's called Uncle Val's. Only gin I drink. It's pretty damn good.
Really?
It don't taste like no other gin that I can.
My only experience with gin is nasty.
Bumpy face.
Right. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this
We're
Konyagi.
gonna try it out. Konyagi.
Yagi.
How we guessing it's pronounced?
Yeah, I'm just assuming.
If you are from, they don't say Tanzania, they say Tanzania. If you're from Tanzania, come through and give us some more info on what we're doing.
Can you tilt that forward again, the screen? A little bit. Yeah. That's a little better.
So I haven't eaten today, which is why I'm sitting here on the show getting my grub on, because it ain't even a high proof. It's only 35, it's only 70 proof, 35% alcohol, but it's a white. And
if it's anything, I'm just thinking gin, I'm thinking like, I'm not looking forward to it.
Right. Gin is what gives gin its characteristic taste is the juniper berry. And it's just very prominent in that's the top.
I think you gotta crack
Pop
it.
something, yeah.
It's not a screw off.
So it's got a childproof cap.
Kids ain't getting into this bad boy.
Right, you
That's
ain't got
one
about this shorty getting your stuff.
But all they do is wait for you to open it and come back later.
Right, you gonna polish off the
And
bottle.
get sauced up. Your shorties be blasted when you sleeping. I'm gonna take a nap. Y'all don't bother me. Okay. Your kids be slapped.
Yo, it for real got
Y'all ever caught y'all kids drunk before?
Oh, mama caught you.
Oh boy. Have you been drinking? No. Drunk as a skunk.
It's a gin, ladies and gentlemen. That's gin.
That's gin.
The juniper hits immediately.
Stinky. It smell like feet. Yeah, make the shot small. Man.
I was like, you about to fit? You want to fill it? Nah.
Real small.
So shot. I don't even. We don't front on this show. We tell y'all the real deal as it is. I don't even know the proper ways to drink.
Right. How do I even judge this?
And how do you judge what's good, what's bad? But because this is the Bowden Brothers Bourbon Broadcast.
And this is from Tanzania,
one of the best spirit reviews here on these YouTube streets. We're going to try it.
We got to do it.
See what it do.
And look, if you're a gin drinker, do not judge your gin based on what we say, because I don't like gin.
I can't tell you nothing. But
most likely, I'm gonna be negative towards this, but that don't necessarily mean that.
You see how much we drink off the
right. Terrible.
All right,
let's go for it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad, actually.
Not bad.
I can't believe that.
It's medicine-y.
Yeah. Not as horrible as Bumpy Face.
But not as horrible as
not
Bumpy Face. It's almost smooth.
Almost.
I think
because it's low proof.
It is low proof. It's only 70 proof. Average spirit in the United States is 80. So it's a low proof. But
gin is basically meant for as a mixer, right? I'm thinking,
kind of, yeah.
Mix this with something, you'll be fine. We're not gonna try this on the ice and the water round like we normally do
Right, we don't want to treat it like it's bourbon because it's absolutely
not bourbon,
but it ain't terrible. So that bottle I brought back from I brought a bottle of whiskey back from South Africa.
3 ships?
Yeah, that's it. It was a bourbon whiskey. It was horrible.
Absolutely.
It was
trash.
And then a friend associate of mine from South Africa hits us after the show, was like, oh, we drank that in high school. So it's the equivalent of like Wild Irish Rose or something.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all can tell me that before I bought this trash. I got hit by a car trying to save this bottle in where was I? I was in Durban.
Let that bottle go. Bro.
Oh man. All right. So we're gonna try it on something.
You got something to mix it with? Some of the fruit juice or something? And I paid. I think this is the equivalent of a pint. Let me see what it says. 500 milliliters. So yeah, a pint. And I think it cost me about $9 US. I was in the airport in Tanzania, the international airport, and about $9. So I didn't expect it to be nice at all. I was like, okay, this is bottom shelf.
So I've got this Italian blood orange soda, which is delicious. I hope it still got some fizz because I
got a cup.
Pour
Pour this in. Or you want to just put it in?
Yeah, we're just gonna top it off.
All right. We'll try it
See
one
what
more
it do.
time. Then I'm gonna tell y'all about the rest of my trip.
This is the most careful I've ever
Right.
seen you pour in 4 years of
We're
this
gonna
show.
half and half it. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not too strong. I know you got to get up early.
Mm-hmm. Good. There's some beers in there.
Oh, cool. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Fill me up. Pause.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. It was too easy.
Because young people be watching, man. They always on that bullshit, man.
It was too easy.
They be on that
Meryl!
bullshit.
Meryl like $9.
Hey, Meryl. $9. So it's it's in that bottom shelf price range. So I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't expect it to go well.
This
Not
stuff?
at all.
This is good stuff.
So we're gonna try with mixed in. Shout out to all my gin drinkers. My homeboy Lance at the job. He's a gin drinker, and that's his thing. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I don't understand the gin drinkers.
cheers. That's a good one. Mix it like that. It's not too strong. Ladies would like this. I'm bringing back the whole fifth next time.
Huh. Again, not terrible.
I'm bringing back the whole fifth.
Not terrible.
I think
But
I am.
not good. If you're a gin drinker, you might like it. We can't tell you for sure.
It reminds me of like any mixed drink you'll get at a college party.
Yeah, it's very college party like.
Yeah. The bottom shelf liquor mixed in with the cheap fruit juice, the fruit drink.
Mm-hmm.
And
Drink this all.
I had a shot of this Nom Creek before we started. I just needed one quick one. But that's about it. We ain't doing no more drinking on this nasty.
Yeah, this
gin.
bottle is not disappearing tonight.
But I will keep it at the crib. Every blue moon you run into a gin drinker, and I'll be like, yo, I got something for you, something special. Right out of Tanzania. And maybe they'll like it. I can't wait to get a gin drinker to try it and see how they rank it up. I'm not even going to get us a score 1 to 10.
It's drinkable.
It's drinkable.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Especially if you're mixing it and stuff like that. It went down pretty nice. The flavor wasn't overpowering. You could taste the juice. It was nice. You can use that in your mixed drinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Josh, if you're watching, I'm gonna save a shot for you because I want you to try it and let me know what you think. That's my resident gin drinker. All right, 5 minutes. Tell me about the trip.
So I scheduled this trip. I said, what do I want to do for my 50th birthday? And I'm looking around, looking at stuff to do. I originally was thinking I was going to try to do Vietnam, and they got the underground
you
cave.
want to do that cave? Yeah,
it's called Song Doong in Vietnam, and it's an underground cave. It's huge. It's like a kilometer down and about 5 kilometers long. You
Very not
go
black.
down, walk through, and come back up.
Very not black stuff.
I looked at the price; it was like $3,000 just for the trek. And I said, that's a little steep. I'm gonna look around at other stuff. So I ended up seeing Tanzania and climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. And I thought about it for a second. I was like, nah, I went on past that idea. Then one of the guys posted a picture at the top of that motherfucker. He was celebrating. I forgot what he was celebrating, but he on the top like, hey, and I'm like, damn, maybe I should. Changed my mind. Kilimanjaro it is. So I finally get out there for my birthday. I get there at night. It's about 8 at night. I get out the airport. They pick me up, take me to the hotel. We go through my packing stuff. They come with everything we need. The next day, we off. We start trekking. We go to the spot. Take us about an hour to get there to the base. I mean, from one end of the base of Kilimanjaro to the other is probably a 2.5 hour drive from one end to the next. It's that big. And basically, we just started walking up that bad boy. It's several routes up, and we took the easiest one. It's the longest route because it gives you more time to acclimate to the altitude. The shortest one is, of course, pretty much a straight shot, and that's for, of course, experts only. So we took the beginner's route, and let me tell you, the most exhausted I've ever been in life. We were walking for 8 to 10 hours a day, uphill. mostly uphill. Sometimes you go down, and when you go down, you already know you got to make that time up. I mean, that altitude
going
up,
up, yeah.
I'm going down. I'm like, now I got to go back up soon. So it was never a good thing. You see a downward part, and it was just it was totally exhausting. I was finished. I started having cramps the first day. The cool thing about it is the scenery, y'all. You can't beat it. You start off walking in the rainforest. That's the climate you in. Sweating, it's hot. You got your pack on. You know what I'm saying? You're drinking water. I started cramping a little bit in the beginning. We got to our halfway point on the first day. Leg cramps in my right calf. I started trying to hydrate and everything. We got to move on, and I had to walk gingerly on this leg, not to stress that calf muscle no more. Got to the first base camp. Said, we here, we're gonna spend the night, get back started in the morning. Tired, but I'm like, this wasn't too bad, not too bad. You know,
I can do this.
Physically tired, but right, I can push my way through this bad boy. As long as the cramps don't start, I'm good. So we went to sleep. At night, the monkeys came out because we in the middle of the forest, y'all. And I woke up at the middle of the night. Now it's cold too. It get cold at night. This ain't like what you would expect in Chicago. It's 90 degrees in the daytime. It'd be 80 degrees in the evening. Now it was 65 degrees in the evening, and the wind was blowing. But I wake up at 2 in the morning. I gotta pee. Climb out my sleeping bag, put on some shoes, hat, sweater, and go outside. And the monkeys started hollering at me. They must see me because they like right outside the camp in the bushes. But you can't see them. They started right. I'm looking around like, oh shit. I had my knife with me, and I'm standing there like, you niggas don't want no trouble. Really, I didn't want no trouble. You know?
You wanted with a monkey. You don't want it with no monkey?
With no monkey. No way. I went to Tanzania, as they say. So I'm going to the back. I actually started running because I got kind of unnerved. They like, woo, 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 woo. They get louder and shit. And I ran to the bathroom, took care of business, and come out like, boy, I bet these motherfuckers just hide and wait for me. Damn, we lost our life. So that was it. They didn't bother you. Of course, they just do it because they see people. I'm sure they're very used to people because it's a real popular climb. Yeah, and that's the most popular route because it's the easiest.
Right.
So I think monkeys was just having fun at our expense. Thanks, Meryl. Yeah.
Then got stomped out.
Yeah, I already know, but I'm gonna go out fighting. Somebody gonna get poked at least one time. One of these suckers gonna get it.
Well, so, your brother.
That was the first night.
Got killed by some monkeys.
Killed by some monkeys. some 32-pound monkeys in Africa.
He got his ass handed to him by a chimpanzee.
Look, chimpanzee is strong than a motherfucker, y'all.
Strong in the mud.
Y'all ever seen one that was hairless? He ripped. Ain't no body fat on them bad boys. They completely ripped. They way stronger than the human. And for their size, it's just insane how strong a chimpanzee or a baboon. Don't mess with a baboon. Baboons specifically go after your nuts. They understand that this is the quickest way to end the fight. They try to bite your nuts off. So good luck. Your nuts in your face, they'll bite your nuts in your face off.
Like Jesse Jackson.
I want to cut his nuts off. Why Jesse hate Obama so much, man? He hated that dude. Man, so that's the first day, y'all. Second day, we start going. And that's when you can start to see the environment change. The trees disappear. Everything gets shorter and shorter. After a while, you down to just grass. And it starts to get gravelly. And you walk, this is the second day into it. We get to the second day base camp. That's where they had a big like a cabin. They had cabins for us to stay in. It wasn't heated or nothing, but at least it was a shelter that you could be inside. We didn't have to pitch a tent. And they had little bed mats inside that we could lay on. So you put your sleeping bag on top of the bed mat, you good to go. They had a big eating hall. And that's where I started to meet a lot of people because we all in there eating together. And I meet people. It was like, I kept saying, man, this is like the United Nations up here. It's people from everywhere. I met people the biggest congregation was Russia. It was like a crew of 40 Russians in there taking baths outside in the cold water. Nigga, 35 degrees and they out here singing and shit. They real patriotic. I know all the songs was about Mother Russia, and they just the singing and the clapping. They was having a good time, man. I even hollered at one of the Russians. I was like, "Hey, man, we don't believe none of that shit America be telling us." And he was looking like, "Man, I can't talk about Russia. You know how I get killed. They think I was a spy." I don't know. He didn't want to talk much, but I did all the talking, and it was a good conversation at least. Anyway, Russia, people from Ireland, Cote d'Ivoire, a white couple from Africa, West Africa, and they travel around trekking and climbing and stuff. They say they've been on a couple mountains and lived in a couple countries too. It's pretty cool. Where else? Kenya. I even ran into two chicks from America, not on the climb, but later. But I was just meeting people. It was real cool to meet. Hey, South Korean dude stole my toothpaste. Wherever he at.
How you know he stole your toothpaste?
He came to me and said, "Hey, can I borrow your toothpaste?" He had been complaining the whole night. "I don't have no toothpaste." Somebody, "I don't know, I left my toothpaste. I don't have a toothbrush." And looking at it like, "Yeah, I can't help you with a toothbrush." But later on, he was like, "Yo, can I borrow your toothpaste?" I said, "Yeah, sure." I knew he was having a hard time. Go ahead. We about to head out at for the third day of our trek. I give it to him. I'm waiting at the cabin for him to come back. He ain't never come back. And my guy come like, "Yo, what's up? We about to leave. It's time to go." I'm like, "Man, I'm ready, but I got to get my toothpaste." He said, "Yeah, what?" And I explained to him. He's like, "Oh, okay." He said, "Yeah, somebody said they seen the Korean guy over yonder, young dude, 19 years old." I asked him what made him want to come out there. He was solo by himself, a 19-year-old Korean dude to come out and climb Kilimanjaro. He was in the military. I believe they had him on some reconnaissance type shit. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. He was going to see what the lay of the land was as far as Kilimanjaro. Anyway, they pointed him out to me. Somebody saw him. He's like, "He over there by the woo-woo." I went over there like, "Yo, man, what's up with my toothpaste?" He act like he ain't speak no English now.
What toothpaste?
Toothpaste, I don't know. He was, back and forth with this broken English. We just had a conversation early in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? He asked me all types of questions. He had all of these curiosities he wanted to know about America and my situation, what made me come to the mountain. Now he can't get out a coherent sentence. So I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm about to pull out. When we see you at the next checkpoint, make sure you find my toothpaste." And I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, like, "Oh, he done set it in his stuff and it might be packed. So we got to leave anyway." I see him again. Cool. So we break out. We head off on the third leg. Third leg was the toughest of all, y'all. That's when the cramps got real bad. The headache started to come. I was tingling in my fingers and in my toes. And I'm like, this must be the altitude sickness. And people get it. People react to it differently. Some people can't handle it at all. Often people report having headaches and stuff like that. So I knew most likely what was happening. I also knew that, you ain't about to die, bro. Just keep going. I did start to develop a blister on the heel of my foot, of my right leg. The boots I was wearing
they wasn't to move.
They're comfortable, but my foot rubbing back there, after about 8 hours of walking, that shit was kind of raw. It was very painful. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm going to put some Band-Aids on it to cover it and then put the shoe back on. But I ended up switching back to the other shoe. Anyway, we get to the next checkpoint. We go into our cabins, and there's dude on the ground, and everybody's around him trying to help him. Apparently, the altitude is kicking his ass real bad. They got an oxygen tank trying to get him to breathe and this, that, and the other. And he's saying, "I'm going to go on. I'm going to go. I'm going to keep going." They like, "Bro, you can't keep going." And he was insistent, "I can make it. He was obviously discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, "Yeah, the altitude sickness kicked his butt." So they taking him back down, but I'm still looking like, what about my toothpaste?
He got you out there yuck mouthing.
Man. So I holler at my guy, like, "I think dude got my toothpaste. I need that." He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll get some new toothpaste." I'm like, it's the principle of it though, bro. I think he took that on purpose. I think he just wanted to have my toothpaste.
You got punked out on Mount Kilimanjaro.
On Mount Kilimanjaro by a 19-year-old South Korean who own military didn't want him. They kicked him out. I just made that part up. I didn't know what was up with him though. I'm like, damn, bro. Anyway, that was the last part of my trek because I didn't end up going. We were supposed to leave out at midnight so we could reach the summit around sunup, and you could see the sunrise from the top. Y'all, we were already in the clouds. You walk around camp, and the clouds would roll through the camp, just come through and go past. I was like, this shit is amazing, y'all. I got some great pictures. I've been trying to get up the energy to post them, get up on one of those, edit them all together like a video and post them on TikTok, but I haven't. I'm gonna get around to it. I might do a photo dump tonight or tomorrow or something like that. But that's how a boy stole my toothpaste. They took him down, and we never saw him again. Then I headed down. I walked down. Took us a day to get back down, but we got on down and everything was cool. Went and chilled out. The next day we started the safari. Safari was dope. The Serengeti. We drove about 7 or 8 hours to get to the Serengeti, but Serengeti is also next to a park called Ngorongoro, and it's basically the same thing. But on one side, the Maasai live, and in Serengeti, nobody lives. So that's the only distinction I saw. Just an arbitrary border and calling it something different. But yo, we saw the zebras and the wildebeest during a migration. Hundreds of thousands of these fucking animals just lined up the whole horizon filled with them from front to back. And they just all going. And it was just amazing, y'all, seeing that, all of the different kinds of the antelope. We saw the elephants.
Meryl said she would have had to call the U.S. Embassy to pick her up after the monkeys.
Look, I ain't want no trouble. A blister. Yeah, and see, well, that blister is really something else.
You still got it?
Nah, it healed up. I put the other shoes on and I didn't get that rubbing no more. I had on some nice wool socks too, so that kind of protected me. So, like I was saying, we just saw all of those animals you might see on Channel 11. We got to see it in person. I didn't see any jaguars. I kind of wanted to see that. Everything else, I don't do animals. They don't do you either. You know what I'm saying? What you mean you don't do animals? What kind of statement is that? It was an amazing thing. And you can tell the animals are really used to people. And the cars, they don't get all excited. They don't get all jittery. They kind of chill out. Now, Tanzania has a strict policy. You don't disturb the nature in any way. You don't litter. You don't try to feed the animals. You don't get out your car, your vehicle, or nothing like that. You know, leave them alone and they leave you alone. They just kind of exist. And that way they get to be comfortable when they see cars coming in. You get those up close, cool shots as opposed to people getting out fucking with them. And zebra are notoriously nervous. Notoriously, they really, really nervous. And you leave them alone. And it stays clean out there. Clean. People do not litter. If it is some litter, other people just see it and pick it up. And I thought that was such a cool way to have everybody socialize. Our shit is clean. Even in the cities, y'all, it's very clean. You don't get to come into the airport bringing plastic. If they detect plastic in your stuff, they're taking it out and disposing of it. They don't want plastic in their country, period. Very heavily regulated, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Tanzania for excellent time. Our camp was in the middle of the Serengeti. We had hyena coming to camp that night. I missed it because I was knocked out dead. I was recovering from that damn trip. They asked me the next day, like, you ain't hear them? They was in the camp. They come up there, scavenging for, garbage and stuff like that. Any kind of meat they can run up on. It was some elephant right outside the camp. We saw the giraffe, lions, hyenas, buffalo, everything, y'all. And they was all out there in their natural habitat. It was just a cool, amazing experience. 3 days out in the Serengeti. We spent a couple hours in a Maasai village where they showed us kind of their customs. They did a little bit of jumping for us, but that seemed kind of bogus. Like, jump for me. We want to see you do your famous jump. I felt kind of exploitative. I was like, yeah, y'all good. We get the picture. Y'all ain't got to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was just an amazing experience. I'm definitely going back so that I can experience more of the people and the culture. I didn't get to do much of that at all because 5 days on the mountain, 3 days in the Serengeti. The other day I slept. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get to get out and about too much. So I want to go back and do that part of it. A lot of great markets they had with the artwork that was just amazing. I didn't have much room to bring back anything. All that equipment I brought I had my shit packed. So I was kind of limited this time. I'm gonna go back maybe for another 2 weeks and just chill. I'd even go on another safari because if I'm with somebody, they're gonna want to do something like that. But that was that. Then I came home, found this bottle of Konyagi.
Konyagi.
If y'all get a chance to go to Tanzania, grab your bottle and bring it on back. It's not too expensive. And as far as gins go, it's better than Seagram's.
Well, it's definitely better than Seagram's. I mean, you know, what's the one?
Don't do animals.
My folks.
We're going on.
It's a gin they drink
Let's go.
that the blue, it's a blue bottle that folks rave about. Hendrix is black.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
black.
I've heard
Hendrix is a decent gin. I might drink this before Hendrix. That's the comparative note that I give y'all that one. I might drink this before Hendrix.
Meryl got me some tickets. Meryl, tell me about these tickets you got real quick.
Oh, yo, Meryl.
The Whiskey 8, the X music,
Chicago.
food.
Right.
I don't know.
Which reminds me, if you'd like to sponsor a week of the Bowden Brothers Bourbon Broadcast, please hit the cash at Quick Dog, QUICDOG. That's Quick Dog, QUICDOG, and that's that'll go to Damani's Cash App. Tell us what you want us to get, and or leave it to our discernment. Meryl or M. Grant, who is on here right now, sent us a couple tickets to Whiskey Chicago, and I am thrilled. Thank you, Meryl. Appreciate it.
I thought she was trying to get in my drawers or something. Keep on doing shit like that, girl. You gonna be in there, I promise. Straight up.
I'm sorry, Meryl. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I'm easy, baby. I'm easy. It don't take much.
Yo, this has been another episode of the Bowden Brothers Bourbon Broadcast. I'm Disco Paul Khari B.
And I am Damani Bowden.
And we will see y'all again. Same black time, same black channel. We are now an official podcast on YouTube.
That's right.
Tune in, like, subscribe, share.
Loving it.
And see all the wonderful moments that we do. We'll be back to bourbon next week as usual. And we'll see you then.
Hey, check it out. If y'all want to hit Tanzania, definitely hit me up. They loved us there. Well, I say us. Me. They loved me because I'm so dope. Y'all dope too. I swear for God, come through. I had a great time. The food wasn't all that amazing.
You told me, yeah.
I wasn't impressed with the food. It might just be me. I need to go back and try some more food and see, get into the into the villages where they're cooking, home cooking, and see what it's like. Because some of the food I had, except the food I had in the Serengeti, they cooked. He made these string beans. I was like, man, I could eat a bucket of these bad boys. I don't understand why you don't like it. They was great.
Yeah,
but Tanzania, hit me up, y'all. Hit me up. I can put you on, give you the link so you can get out there. The person that took care of me will take care of you, and you will not be disappointed. Peace out, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Be cool.
Boop.